Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to play with my ideas today. My name is Gretchen Vogel. I've been a channel medium author for a very long time. I want to talk today about karmic balancing. Now, I touched on that in another video where I was talking about the time that I was molested by a 4-H leader when I was 14. And I was in a complete blackout. I have to say, I don't. If some part of me remembers what happened, maybe someday I'll go there. But and that was a karmic balancing for a lifetime that I had, or during that lifetime, or in that lifetime, where I was very abusive sexually, or was a sexual addict, I guess, in our terminology. We could think of it like that. So I wanted to talk about karmic balancing. And Lordy, I was brought up Catholic. So this idea of sin and penance and boy, karma gets so into morality, but it really isn't morality. It's a natural law. And where these patterns need to be addressed, dissolved, or balanced, we can do this without moralizing our choices in another lifetime. Goodness, we are so cloaked in ignorance here. For so very long. My husband and I were just talking about that this morning, about how, wow, if we could have a do-over knowing what we know now, our life would be very different. One of the things that I wanted to share today in terms of karmic balancing was I received in a meditation with a friend in the world of spirit. I've actually seen Zach in his light body form. We have a relationship. He's a very special being to my heart, as is his mother, who is still in physical here. It was such an honor that she trusted me to meet her son. And a little background: Zach had he had addiction challenges when he was in his physical body. He was clean many times. He worked with other people, trying to help them, which is why his transition is so baffling, because he had been clean for, oh my goodness, like 8 years. And then, and of course, we don't know, we being his mom and I, because we've never really gotten Zach to tell us clearly one way or the other, at least I don't think so, whether this was something that was forced on him, or whether his, in other words, after 8 years of being clean, he used, or somebody injected him, and because he had been clean so long, obviously he transitioned because of it. So, but that's not really the important part of the story. The important part of the story is that this young man not only became this amazing um, person to know in spirit. But listen to what he did when he got out there. All right. He's doing soul rescue with other overdose deaths. He's going into people's minds after they die with difficulty, and he had to train for this out there. This wasn't actually, this reading that I'm doing with him is goodness, probably more than 5 years after he passed. He says they gave me the easy cases at first, and now at this was in 2013, he's beginning to cut his teeth on the more hardcore cases, the more hardcore deaths. He said he has a huge affinity for homeless people because they have no orientation when they die. Their minds are not grounded. He said, I am still in school here in the world of spirit, learning about this. People who qualify to do soul rescue, well, you have to qualify. He said, I am meeting mentors and teachers in the world of spirit that are so impressive. But he's also willing to do this work. He said, this is not something you do for a long time. He's waiting for his mother, and he said it's a good occupation in the meantime. But he's had some tough cases. He always takes his dog with him. He actually has a golden retriever that he had during life. He said he feels like a warrior. His mother is his island of peace in the work he does. He loves battling for souls. He loves having a purpose in spirit. That is important to him. His travel only seems related to the people he is helping. So say he's working with a soul from the Boston area, but that person was born in California. The only reason he is traveling is to bring that person back to their family so that person can observe something that's familiar. He said he is not even in the darkest, the lowest energy yet in his work. He said, I feel like I have to repay my life. This work is balancing his life, his premature death. He's balancing his errors or mistakes or poor choices. He said, don't look at it as paying off karma like it's some balance, what he forfeited with his choices. It's just a matter of balance. It's hard to put this into human terms. You could think of this as redemption or burning karma, but Zach himself only thinks of this as balancing the equation of his life. As long as Zach is still having the lifetime as Zach, his journey as Zach is not complete, but it will be. He will complete his journey as Zach. He said, Mom, by the time you join me, this will all be balanced. I will be. My aura will be clear, like an Oscar statue. He will probably complete this journey by the time you are together again. Anyway, I just had to share that because balancing karma did I choose to, did I know that that lifetime was going to be, that lifetime of abuse, that pattern was going to be balanced for me in this lifetime by an event that was so um, seemingly detrimental to me, but as a balance to what I did before, I completely accept that. And again, it is so difficult to talk about all this without the idea of morality and sin. And that's why I loved what Zach was saying, in the world of spirit. Now, that what he's saying is somewhat at odds with what I've been told, that we can only achieve enlightenment in the manifesting level that we're in. But I really feel that that there's not a contradiction there. To work consciously, Zach is very conscious. And I don't feel he's that far away either. Um, in other words, he's very close to participating in the expression of his life, very close to the planet still. Uh, Clearly, he's not a ghost. He's doing amazing work. Anyway, I just wanted to put a little more perspective on karmic balancing. All right. So thank you very much. And like, subscribe, share, all those good things. My contact information's in my descriptor box. And thank you for coming to consider and play with my ideas today. All righty.